everybody. So we are ready for the third lesson. Still working along in your booklet. And so now we're going to talk about decision making. So I've already seen a couple of you looking at that decide on a car assignment and kind of wanting some more information. So kudos to you for being on top of things. This is basically going to go pages 19 through 21 in the booklet, which isn't that many pages, right? And then you're going to have an assignment, but the assignment is going to require you to do a little research, all right, online. So hopefully you're all good with that. So you should have enough time to do that. And then you will be, you'll probably have some extra time today, more so than the last couple days. So if you are on top of things, probably going to get done a little early. If you've fallen a little behind, maybe you started late, Thursday should be a day, hopefully, to get caught up. If not Thursday, hopefully you get caught up over the weekend so that Monday you'll be ready and fresh. All right, so today we're going to talk about some strategies to help you be mindful about some major spending decisions. So when you think about shopping smarter, can you guys think of any apps that might help you shop smarter, or things that aren't apps that help you save money, or maybe check the quality of things? So a couple things that come to me off the top of my head as far as an app, my daughter talked about Honey, I think, something like that, that you can add to your Chrome extension. I think looking like just using Amazon and doing some comparison shopping that way, putting something in Google and seeing some of the ads that come up and being able to comparison shop that way. So that can definitely help. Let's see, it seems like I had something over here. As far as like non-tech stuff, think about like, all of you probably have a Payless card, or maybe they call it a Kroger card now. But, you know, using that loyalty card to get special deals, or if you sign up to get, you know, maybe free shipping or emails sent to you to get a percentage off at a store. So there are some ways that quality of products, I like to read the reviews online. Gives me some ideas. You know, I'm not just going to read one, but if I scroll through, see how many appear to be real reviews and good or bad. So we want to think about things like what actually influences our decisions to spend money. What strategies could we use to help take control of spending? And what is a criterion-based decision-making process, and how does that work? So hopefully you can use what you learned today to help you be more deliberate about your spending decisions for some major purchases. So when I bought my car, I shopped around for a while. I really liked Car Gurus as a website, or an app. It has both. And I said exactly what I was looking for. And it would show me cars within a certain range and what their prices were. And so then after I saw those prices, and I watched them for like almost 6 months to see what was a good price, and then I was still able to get them to come down a little bit on the price, but I had an idea of what was kind of a fair price in our market around here. Just one example. So stores are going to be they're going to be after you as a loyal customers. So I already mentioned like Payless card. Some of you might have found like at Rickers or at Speedway, you know, you get points if you buy certain things. This can be great if it's something you were going to buy anyway, but if you're just buying that second candy bar so that you get points to maybe, you know, get 50 cents off was it really worth it? Was that, sometimes it's a good trade-off, sometimes it's not. So you might think of, has there been times when maybe you've spent more money just because you're trying to earn that next level of points or rewards? So just like we had our SMART acronym, this is another acronym. It's called DECIDE, and we'll want to decide to make a sensible decision. And you can find that in your booklet. And when you get ready for your first test, that might be a page that you want to have dog-eared or highlighted so that you can come back to it easily. So the D in DECIDE stands for defining your goal. So what is really our goal here? Establish a criteria for an acceptable outcome. So maybe I wanted to buy 2016 or newer Prius, very specific on what kind of car, and it had to be past 2016 because there were some changes, but I knew I didn't want to spend over a certain amount of money, and I also knew I wanted the mileage to be in a certain, under a certain amount. Choose 2 or 3 good options. So as I shopped, I saw a few other things before I found the one I bought. That would have been this fits most of the criteria. It would be acceptable, but it wasn't quite ideal. So I chose to keep looking a little while longer. Identify the pros and cons of each option, maybe I didn't really like this color, this one is $1,000 more, but it has less miles. And then decide which of the option best matches the criteria. So as I was comparing cars, I had to decide which one best matches my criteria. And all my criteria were not equal, right? I didn't really want black as a color, but if everything else was perfect, that would have been okay. And then evaluate the results. So that's what the DECIDE acronym stands for. Define the goal, establish criteria, choose a couple 3 good options, identify pros and cons, decide which option is best, and then evaluate. How did I come out? I'm still happy with my car purchase, thankfully, because it was a big purchase. So, scenario that's put before us in the book is that Selena's parents have asked her to research options for a family cell phone plan, and they need to cover all 4 family members. Her older brother, who's at college within the state, and and her and her parents, all right? He's agreed to pay $30 a month to help as long as he can have unlimited talk and text, and he wants a data plan. So then, if we were looking for a phone plan for them in class, we're going to kind of talk about, but you would want to think, what kind of phone plan? You could do some research. What's going to work for Selena's family? Do we need unlimited data or just says a data plan? What about the rest of the family? What do they need? What are they going to use? How much of a do they want to get into as far as length of a contract? So this next one, using the DECIDE steps to select a car for your family or just for yourself if you're just a single person. Maybe thinking about deciding on a car for yourself. Whoa, hello. So that's what your paper that you have, your assignment is about finding, using that DECIDE method for a car. So if you use one of the websites that are listed on the assignment, Kelley Blue Book, which is kbb.com, or Edmunds, edmonds.com or cars.com. You could use a different one, doesn't have to be one of those three. And then think about, like, this is, if I had this much money to spend, what would I be looking for? Be sure that you find, like, compare some options, and then which of the cars would you choose? Okay, so you may want to, like, I love the Kelley Blue Book as an example, because then if you put in different options that they tell you, like if you go to a website, then you can see like which options the car has and how much it's valued at. So there's going to be a considerable amount of time during tomorrow's class to work on this. If you're not able to come to class and you have questions, please know you can reach out to me. You could jump on Zoom during tomorrow afternoon to ask questions. And then Fridays, we don't have classes. So you won't get a new assignment on Friday. Woohoo! All right, so it will stop the insanity will stop for a short time. I hope that some of what we're learning is meaningful and helping you think about decisions that you're making and about setting some goals. And thanks everybody for your patience as I work through technology and having people in person and people on Zoom, and it's new for a lot of us in a lot of ways, or portions of it is. So I'm hoping that it will be a meaningful class to you, and let me know how I can help you.